Good morning, everyone. Hey, we've got a rainy morning today, and it's meant to be a fair bit of rain all day. It was a severe storm warning, wasn't it? Flash flooding.
Watch.
So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. It's not raining hard by any means at the moment, but
Not here, but Udnadatta's closed.
That's right. So a couple of days ago, big rainfall at Udnadatta, closed the track. They're going to review it in a few days. Not a problem for us yet because we've still got a week or so till we're meant to hit it. But if it keeps raining, our plans might have to change a little bit. Just don't know yet. But this morning we have had our first time our battery system has completely shut off because we've pushed it too far. So got down to 20% battery making our coffees this morning. Now, the reason why we were so low to start off with, we've been at this free camp, no power, and Erin did a lot of work editing yesterday, and because Premiere Pro is such a powerful program, we've had to have the inverter on most of the day, basically charging the laptop. Now that is also coupled with it being a cloudy day, we weren't getting a whole lot of charge, so I think we went to bed last night, would have been around the 50% battery, something like that. When I checked, I can't quite remember. But yeah, woke up this morning, made the coffees, and that took us down to 20%, and obviously it has like a safety trip of 20% cuts out all power, just so it doesn't completely flatten that battery. So I've hooked the car up, I've got it charging, but it sort of leaves us in a situation now where we're sort of like, the 200 amp hour system is great, but with the compressor fridge, we're always relying on power. Opposed to when you got a 3-way gas fridge, you just have that thing cranking on gas and you don't have to worry. Now I know the compressor fridges run better too. It's a massive fridge, it's awesome, love it. But you know, we're always looking at the power. We're always sitting there worrying. If it's a cloudy day, we're going, oh, we're going to have enough charge. Now there are other ways I can do it. I can plug it into my dual battery system, but that's low at the moment too, because now that I've got the tinny on top, the solar panel is not that effective, so that's relying on us driving around. So options are get another battery, but then obviously you got to charge that battery as well, so then you want more solar, and that's just going to be an expensive adventure to get into. We don't really have the coin to do that, so the other option is to get a Jenny. So we may get a cheap Jenny. The King's ones charge well, and you can run the aircon off them. We were borrowing a friend's one when we were at Wallaby. He was charging his van, and we just plugged our van into his, and it was great for those cloudy days. Yeah, options to look at. I don't know. What do you reckon? Leave it in the comments below. Hey, so we just said goodbye to Dave and Amy, the owners of the Cradock Hotel. What a spot, eh? Like,
It was a really awesome experience.
it's barely even a town. There's nothing there.
It's
But
literally the pub and about 3 houses and some churches.
the atmosphere in that country pub, the hospitality,
Yeah.
they are just amazing, and they're loving it too. They've come from a city for this lifestyle, and it's
They do a really good job, like,
good food,
yeah.
good drinks, and just the way their service, it's just amazing.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for an area around the start of the Flinders Ranges that's close to like Wilpena Pound, there's lots of stuff to explore around here. Go stay at the Cradock Hotel, free. You've only got to buy a beer or a bit of food, and we did lots of that.
Yeah, we spent a lot there, but
so
I mean, that's like...
It was probably more expensive than any other camp because of that, but
Yeah.
all worth it.
But we had an
good.
awesome experience, so
Like
no
we've-
regrets.
Like we've already said, good amenities there. They've got flushing toilets, they've got hot showers for a couple of bucks. You can't complain with that. Like, they're on tank water out there, so just to pay a couple of bucks and help them out, it's amazing. Yeah, tell them we sent you. If you go in there, say now or never sent you.
Dave did just give us a heads up too, as we were leaving, that pretty much all the dirt roads have been closed.
Everything around here that is not bitumen is closed because they've had that much rain.
Yep, so...
Well, we don't know what we're going to do. We're still going to Rawnsley now, We're going to catch up with the Joneses again, Usher and Adam. That should be fun. I've had one day to recover. I'm ready to get back on it. And so,
Adam said, what else do you do on a rainy day? So they'll probably have margaritas ready for us when we get there.
At 11 a.m. Anyway, we'll go there for a few days, and we're just going to have to assess it day by day. If it starts clearing up, they might start opening all those roads again. But we just don't know. We're keen to do Oodnadatta, but it really...
It's not open, we can't do that.
That's right. So, but the only other option to get where we want to go is to go back down to Port Augusta and then up the sealed roads. So,
but we have booked Ayers Rock, Yalara for the 16th of May.
So we'll just have to see what happens. We'll just play it day by day. Should be right.
Throws a bit of a spanner in the works. It's part of the adventure, isn't it?
So we've just stopped here in Hawker, which is about 15 minutes from Cradock, so we didn't make it very far. But we had to stop for the dump point and the water anyway to fill up. And Flinders Food Co. So Dave from the Cradock Hotel told us this was the place to check out. We couldn't yesterday because it was public holiday, it was all closed. But it's all open today, so we've got some coffees and some pies and sausage rolls. It's looking pretty good. Bella's eating hers upside down.
The menu looks amazing, PS. The menu on the Flinders Food Co looks amazing, but we just are in a bit of a hurry, so I didn't want to order anything. I just grabbed the pies out of the cabinet. We're
in a hurry, but we're not. We kind of want to just go get set up because the weather's been a bit yuck today. We've got a bit of a gap in the rain, and if we can just get set up while it's not raining, it'd be so much better. Another half-hour drive we've got to get to Rawnsley, so it should be all sweet. But yeah, I haven't tried my pie yet, but that coffee is delicious. How's yours? Your second coffee. What'd they do to your first one?
They accidentally made me a chai.
And you don't drink chai, do you?
I can't do chai. I need the actual coffee.
Hey mate!
Hey mate!
Oh, look at it go! You were worried about it being small.
It's unbelievable.
Hey, here we are, Rawnsley Station. It is a station, isn't it?
Oh no, yeah.
Rawnsley Park?
It's Rawnsley Park, it's not a station.
Yeah, I don't think it's a station.
I think I've been calling it a station the whole time. Rawnsley Park. So we're pulled up here, we're in the unpowered section. It is pretty amazing. You can just rock up anywhere, pick a spot, and right behind us here is that beautiful mountain range. It is amazing. So we've gone and got some firewood, and we're just going to sit around and have a few beers around the fire. It's going to be a good night. It's muddy as all hell here. It rained, was it last night?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it rained last night through till this morning, and yeah, the whole place is just mud now, but good fun. The kids are out there playing in the mud. They're covered head to toe, but absolutely loving it. Have a look at these kids, eh? They've been playing here for what, an hour, maybe a little bit longer. Come here, Bella.
She just wants to show her dad this.
Look how dirty you are.
This is why we're so dirty.
Yeah, what do you got?
We've got cricket.
You've been cricket hunting or grasshopper hunting.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
Oh, g'day, hungry.
Yes, that's
Mum's cooking dinner.
I'm starving.
But look at you. Look how dirty you are. Good morning, everyone. Well, it rained quite a bit last night, so we don't know how our Oodnadatta dreams are looking right now. People are saying it is quite wet, so...
And that you need a good week of no rain before it probably will open again, but...
And there's more rain coming, apparently.
Yeah.
So, anyway, we'll tackle that soon. But this morning, we've come for a drive out to... What's it called again?
Bunyaroo.
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 Something like that. Anyway, part of the national park. And it's just a bit of a long dirt road to get out here. It's not too bad, a bit rutted out, but not the worst. And yeah, apparently we're going to get some awesome views. So it looks like this track just keeps going around all through the national park, and you can link up with other tracks that are going through here. So I think we'll just keep going. It's not too bad. It's a little bit rough, but tolerable. Driving through a few creek beds, but there's just no water in them, which is crazy because of how much it rained the other night. But the landscape is just amazing. It's changing every 2 seconds. Hey, so we just pulled up in one of the car parks and we're going to do a bit of a hike. So it looks like there's a hiking trail that goes the whole way around this area. I don't even know what to call it, but you could just pick and choose where you start and finish, and there's markers along the way and little maps, so you can't really get lost. It's pretty well laid out. But yeah, so this one should be about 7k's return, I think, so it shouldn't be too bad.
See how far into it we get.
See how the kids go. So we made it about 2.6k's in, and I think that's enough for the kids for one day. They're starting to crack it. Everyone's getting a bit hungry. We haven't had lunch yet. It's pushing, what, 1 o'clock or something? A bit after.
1:30.
Yeah, so those markers are awesome because they tell you as you go how far in you are and how far you have to go back. So nice little 2.5k walk back to the car. We'll have some lunch. But the kids have done pretty good, I reckon.
Yeah.
Pretty proud of them. We haven't done much hiking lately, or at all really. And we're obviously going up north and doing all the national parks and everything. So yeah, we'll ease them into it a bit. So this here is the viewing area for where you're supposed to see the yellow-footed. I didn't even realise you're doing that. This is where you're supposed to be able to view the yellow-footed rock wallabies, but we cannot see any at the moment.
So I'm trying to get these working.
Might have been because of the kids slamming the doors as they jumped out of the cars. But we'll stay here for a bit. It's just so amazing around here. We're literally just about to jump in the cars and head off, and we've just spotted a rock wallaby. It's going to be hard to see. We'll see if Eric can zoom in with a good camera. Can you see it?
Yeah. I see it.
Well, there we go. We walked back thinking we could see one, but when you stay and you look a lot harder, we ended up seeing, I don't know, 10 or so altogether.
Yeah, lots.
They're really cool looking. They're totally different to wallabies from home.
They're like stripy tailed and yeah, really cool.
And you'd think it's, looking at this, you'd think it's nearly night time, but it's only 3 o'clock. Just the sun's gone down over behind that hill there. It's crazy.
Probably can't see it on here. Little goats in there.
Morning everyone. Well, we've got a cracking day today. There is not a cloud in the sky and it is a beautiful temperature. So we're going to explore Wilpena Pound today. Now that's the mountain range that is literally, we can see it from where we're camping. So it's the other side of that. The Wilpena Pound apparently is a bit of a horseshoe, and you sort of go into it and then you can do all these different hikes off from the centre. So we're going to do another hike today. So somewhere, somehow, with all this really well signposted tracks, we've taken a wrong turn. So we're going to the homestead now, which looks pretty cool anyway. We're nearly there. And the kids are just going feral. So with the amount they've been running around, I reckon they've done twice the distance we have. So we're not going to go any further. We'll go look at this and then head on back, because it's been a fair while anyway. So go back and have some lunch. Do you want the fire going?
Yes, please.
What are we making?
A stew of some sort. I don't know, I'm just going to chuck it all in a pot and see how it goes. Sounds delicious.
So we've been carrying our our camp oven with us the whole time, and we haven't used it, not once.
Oh, I used it the other day for soup, but it was rusty, so the soup tasted like metal.
So what happened was, because it's been 5 months on the road, we've not once cooked on the fire, pulled out the camp oven, it's a spun steel one, and had a little bit of surface rust on it, and Erin didn't want to cook with it, so I said, nah, I'll just give it a scrub out and we'll use it. Yeah, everything tasted like rust. It was a bit rough, eh? So we're going to get the fire going early now and chuck it on with some water and try to...
Water and oil?
I don't know.
Oil?
Get the taste out of it. It's probably the correct way to do it.
I think it just needs to be reseasoned, basically.
Right, so maybe I'll go to Google how to re-season them. Alright, very first campfire cook up, how'd it go?
It's good. It's good.
Comments? Feedbacks?
Look, it needs work. No, it's tasty. It's not bad for a throw together, for sure.
I've forgotten how much hard yakka it is doing a campfire cook up. Some people are just so good at it, they just chuck stuff on the fire, cook it, it's amazing. I felt like that was a 5-hour bloody journey.
Mission?
From starting the fire all the way through to eating it now, but no, it's pretty
We
good.
had to season the pan though too, so
Yeah.
that took a while.
Doesn't taste like metal. Great success. Great. Doesn't taste like metal. Great success. Doesn't taste like metal.
Go.
It doesn't taste like metal. Awesome. Alright, so we've just driven from Rawnsley station. We've come about 60 k's, I think it is. Fairly windy road though. Up to Blinman. Blinman's the highest elevation town, isn't it?
In South Australia.
In South Australia. So, yeah, we've driven here.
Because I didn't feel like we came up any hills really.
No, not really, eh? A gradual climb, I guess. But it's only a tiny little town. I think it was an old copper mine town. And there's a lot of history here. And this is one of the options of where we can pull up and stay behind the pub here, but it's not free. So we're just going to go for a bit of a look through the town and suss it out. But we'll probably end up pushing on to a free camp, eh?
I reckon.
I think so. Anyway, we'll check out this little town. be rude to come to Blinman and not come to the North Blinman Hotel. We had heard about this place, and this is where there is camping at the back. But whether or not we stay here, I'm not sure. But they got their own beers, and they do a pub pie here. So
Big pub pie, chips and a beer for $20.
20 bucks.
So we'll take it, thank you.
It says a pint of beer. I always get excited, and I forget SA has 10 pints.
Yeah, you're right there, mate.
Bloody hell.
Oh well.
But hey, this is a really cool joint. It's from the 1800s. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Absolutely
A little bit
amazing.
of a maze in there.
Hey, we've just jumped on a dirt road now, literally straight out of Blinman. And yeah, we didn't have the caravan on. We're pretty amateur at turning the thing on. We get on a dirt road and we go, we say, oh, should be right and keep going, but silly. So we should be turning it on every time. We've got it there for a reason. We should be using it. So
Especially now we're getting into more
very
dirt
dusty.
tracks. Yeah.
Very stuff there. We've got half an hour on this dirt track by the looks, so
Yay.
slap it on, see if it, not see if it works, we know it works, but yeah, we won't have any dust then. But the little town of Blinman, not much there. There's a mine tour which looks cool, but we're on the move, so we won't stop and do that. We might do that in a couple of days though, I don't know.
See where we end up and
Yeah.
what's happening with the weather.
But we're just going to keep going out. Something Gorges, Parachilna Gorge.
Yes.
So it's a free camp out there. There's heaps of room and heaps of different spots. So we'll go see if we can get something nice out there for a few days at least. Tell you what, this is just getting better and better.
The scenery out here is like epic. It's amazing.
So it's a pretty rough road. Like when I say rough, it's just a little bit corrugated.
Yeah, it's
But-
quite windy and
Windy, you take it really slow. But the scenery is just phenomenal. I've never seen stuff like this.
no, it's amazing.
And the fact that you can drive right through the gorge and pull up somewhere and camp
For free.
just blows me away. This country is just beautiful.
South Australia has been amazing.
Oh,
like
it's
there's
so diverse, so much
Yeah.
to offer.
such like crystal clear water, and then these amazing mountain ranges and like a bit of the outback, and yeah, just so many cool things to see. That exit looks a bit
There's some good
difficult.
It's alright.
that one there.
Angle it, angle it, angle it. You dig it in, Alex. You digging, the back of the van is scraping. FML. We are in some trouble.
We'll be right, we've just got to get unstuck.
Why are you doing that red thing?
Don't know. What is going on now? Should listen to his wife, eh? When she said that exit looks a bit hectic.
So I'm very stuck. We're just sinking down now. I've dropped the tyre pressure, but Adam's got up the easy way, which I should have gone that way too. But
Like I said, should have listened to his wife.
but that's all right. He's unhooking. He's going to come down, and we'll just hook up a snatchy, and we should be out of this in no time.
I really hope so.
Hey, it's just a bit of a challenge. It's a bit of fun.
The rescue crew is on its way. Thank the Joneses. Proper bogged. Right.
I told him he was going to get bogged.
I did, didn't I?
Good morning, everyone. So this is where we ended up last night after getting stuck, getting our way out of it. It was raining, cold, so we just put the cameras down. We ended up coming back here and just sitting down having a few beers, really, and just having an early night. But look at the spot we got. This is Parachilna Gorge. It is absolutely beautiful. And the main reason I drove through that part was it was on the Wikicamps app. It said to drive over the riverbed and take that entrance, and there's some beautiful campgrounds here that people don't usually explore out a bit more and get into. So that's what we did, but as it turns out, there's a much easier track just there, which Adam drove up. But anyway, it was all part of the fun. But we came out fairly unscathed, considering we drove the back of the van into the dirt and rocks trying to get back out. So all we did was bend that bash plate up a bit. So that bash plate there just covers all our pipes and stuff for the plumbing of the caravan. And that's what it's there for. So I'm not too worried that we've bent it up a little bit. I'll be able to manipulate that back, and you know, at the end of our trip we can just replace it with a new one, look brand new again. But other than that, not a single problem with the van. Car's all good, and everyone's happy. You happy now? Yeah. But so today's a beautiful day. That rain's gone. Hopefully everything's going to start drying up. Oodnadatta is going to dry out. We're going to be able to hit it in a week or so. We'll just keep our eyes on that track opening, whether it's opened or not. But today we've got Glass Gorge. There's a turn off only a couple of 100 metres down the road from us, and it's a 30k drive into the gorge. So we're going to go check that out. So that was the Glass Gorge track. Not quite what I was expecting. I thought we were going to come up to a big gorge that we'd look at and stuff, but you just sort of drive straight through the guts of it. Not really anywhere for us to pull over and hang out for a bit, but we also didn't realise it takes us all the way through to Blinman, so we're back in Blinman. But it's good, we've got a bit of reception again because we've got none at the campground, so we can answer a few messages and stuff.
Check the roads.
Yeah, check the Oodnadatta track, see what's happening. Right, we're all hooked up. We're going to leave this beautiful place. The weather is stunning at the moment, and this gorge, the whole Parachilna Gorge, is just amazing. So if you get the chance to come out here, it is well worth the dusty roads and the corrugations to get in here. I mean, they're not too bad. We were just speaking to a local and he said this is the best the road has been. So, you know, it could be worse. Ready to roll?
Yep, just checking the exit to make sure we can do it.
So we're not going to take the same way that we came in. We're not that silly. Well, I am, but there's a much easier one we'll cruise out of. We'll have no dramas. Yeah, a little bit sad to leave here.
It's been a nice spot.
Has been. Well, that's another thing. Where are we going to go?
Don't know.
We're going to drive to Parachilna. Don't think it's very far. I don't know. We've got no reception, so we're just going to drive.
We're pretty much just going to find reception to figure out what we're doing.
So apparently there's a little microbrewery in the Parachilna, in the pub there. So might stop there. We can't drive past that.
No, but it is Sunday, so it might not be open.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
Drive into town and then we'll figure it out from there.
But I think that's pretty much Flinders done.
Yeah, we're at the very end of the ranges now.
Yeah.
I always say this, but
take longer than we did, if you can. Obviously, it's not always a thing you can do, but if you can spend a good amount of time in the Flinders Ranges, it is well worth it. It's blown us away. It's not what we thought it would be.
No, I didn't realise I could be so amazed by like rocks and mountains. It's just like nothing you've ever seen.
Yeah, just even driving around the area, hiking, it's just beautiful.
That's it. There's lots of like, we're not really big hikers. I feel like there's loads more to do if you are into hiking and
if
stuff.
you want to hike, go stay at Walpena Pound to start off with and do all the hikes there, and then there's another hike trailhead just down the road from where we are right now. Yeah, we're too stuffed to do it. The kids.
We did 2, I think, like 5-6k walks, and in work boots, which I've come to realise is not the ideal attire. So I'm going to get myself some blunnies, I think. Or
Anyway,
some hiking boots.
Flinders Ranges. Come out
Do
here.
it.